There we are. Vanity out of the way. It matters. All right. Welcome to my little presentation here. I guess our hair is a little bit wild. I'll turn off that fan. Yeah, that's better anyway. All right. So I didn't set this to music. This is what did I set this to? Teaching, preaching, education. No, I came on to make a point. To make a point spiritually. Oh, there we are. He's like, yeah, you want to make sure you got the calls in there. No, I just came on to make a point about. Okay, so you've got supposedly, a carpenter's son. Just from what information's there, and not super poor. A respectable family, city of David, Bethlehem, about 2,000 years ago in the Middle East. Just straight up facts here. Okay. So, this guy, like there were other people. In fact, at the same time that Jesus was doing his thing, there was another guy, Barabbas. He also a political uprising and things like this. So it's like and also it's not just like, oh, okay, so he went and he died. Oh, he's a martyr, and it's like it's like, okay, all right, but then it didn't. The message there was a message. It didn't peter out like something like the message didn't peter out. Okay, you've got a guy. And they come out and they're talking about different things, philosophies and whatnot. And you've got this one guy. And and from the beginning of time, let's say there have been people that have come along and said, hey, dance to this dance to what I'm talking about, dance to my rhythm. Now, throughout all time, I mean, there have been different men. And so a lot of times the men, they'll use different swords. They'll use like this sword. Hey, listen to what I'm going to say, and do things the way that I say they should be done, so that they're honored, right? Well, a man comes speaking ideas, philosophies, ways of looking at life, and he goes along, and let's say there's a business, the business that this person is about. Let's say other people are also like to have a piece of that pie, and because of that, there was friction, and the one guy died. But you might think, but that was positive for his philosophies and whatnot, because it showed him to be true, and his accusers to not be true. But then something's kind of special in this person's case, is that somebody might say, in order to get the message out about somebody, for people to go far and wide to speak on somebody, is there something that happened or special that never happened before to light a fire that had never been seen before in all of time? And I think, well, yeah, this guy after dying, and it was well reported. Like people no, Jesus died in the capital in Jerusalem. Yeah, around 32 AD or whatever. And it's right. Then around 33, 34 AD, he showed up again, and lots of reports, and men that are respected, men that are very well respected, more than one or two, and 40 different, 400 of these different people. There's a lot of these people, and in their message, they have a man who has defeated death, and that's and the thing is, throughout all time, this story may have, somebody else may have come with this story, or someone else may have, but it didn't come with the power. It didn't come with any authority, because I don't recall anybody else's name. Now that's not, wait, that's not necessarily true. Some would say, there are philosophies and ways of thinking that are in different men's names. Yes, their names are such as ascended. Some people call them ascended masters, like other people just call them other guys with different philosophies. That's true too, like with Buddha and things like that. Except other people would say, yeah, it's philosophies to follow. No one's stating that it's a religion. No one's like, whereas you are inviting in the deity into your very personage, the very spirit that is that eternal one of this man and his disciples. That he went out, and the people that believe, and that his spirit could show up to a living spirit, manifesting as it desires for all power and authority, were pleased to dwell within the eternal spirit, like Jesus Christ, in superposition outside of time and space. One forever. Love. A spirit. Good. A throne. A solid rock. Eternal waters flow from. This is good. Living waters. Eternal living waters that flow from a living rock, the throne. The spirit eternal is God, Jesus Christ, the Lord, pleased the spirit to dwell within the obedient spirit of the man, Jesus Christ, the greatest servant of all, is indeed the greatest of all men. And with this message, that in this man is life, for he has become the eternal life-giving spirit. Therefore, in him, it has pleased God to place eternal life. Therefore, and because you're like, oh wait, these are the words of the Father in the book, correct, instructing those about his Son, who is the light of all mankind. In fact, the light that enters the world upon entering. I got that on tape. I mean, It's like I was saying, this guy was down with authority and power, and peace handed down, with no other hour. But when this man says, "Hey, I'm coming back," to the disciples when he showed up, right? And he's like, and there's people that 401 times, it's like, "Hey, man, I'm here, I'm back, and I'm fine. You know, Thomas wants, put your hand in my side. It's me, you know, blessed be the ones that believe who have not seen. I'll give you this fire that's not all truth. The angels will hand down the rest over 1,000 or two, you know. But it'll be good what I gave you so far. Why don't you go out and start the fire? One time is all it took me. 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 One time is all it took to. One time is all it took me. One time is all it took me. Go burn, burn, burn. Go burn, it's burning black. Go burn, it's burning black down. Red diamond shining in the rock. That's where the veiny drop. That's where the veiny drop. The veiny drop. Shiny, shiny, shiny rock. Shiny, shiny, shiny rock. In my lungs you're stuck. So many shots of dust for me. Anybody help me see my gold dust, gold dust. Let's throw me for stuff. Gold dust, gold dust. Too much headache, no fuss on me. No fuss on me. on me. Don't waste no dimes on me. Dimes on me. Don't waste no shrines on me. Gold dust, dead diamonds from the sea. Go waste down, go waste down on me. Driving where I'm swimming in the sea. I like playing that. I just like playing. Well, let's see. What else I got? No, I just want to talk about how nobody else can show up and pass away and show up and have it recorded as fact, and then within 100 years, I mean, if you want to get technical, 300 years, he'd taken down every single solitary government until even the old ruler of the world, underneath the name Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. And then underneath that, of course, because he had caused every man, woman, and child in existence head to bow. At the sounding of his name, because he was reigning for 1,000 years, an age, like a deck of cards. You can build them higher and bigger with peace. With an age of peace, you can make a lot of buildings and build them with a lot of finery. So many, in fact, you won't be able to knock them all down. Without enough remaining to make those who remain see. "300 AD, Rome hands itself off to the authority and power of Jesus Christ, the resurrected Lord. The resurrected Lord. There's probably a future to the resurrection. I know there are now, today. Standing 1,000 years after the 1,000. Or whatnot and so forth. Either way, it's a lot of time. But yeah, there's no way without conquering the world It's like, oh, did that happen? It's like, yeah. When he said, oh, is he going to come back and do that? Come back and do that? He said he was coming back. That's the point. He said he was coming back to do that then. And it appears he did. Somebody did some work to get their name placed above, what that day at 33 AD. Who is it? It's like, okay, so we've got Rome over here. And it's like in Judea, like somebody's being executed. Yeah, okay, they're important. It's like, okay, woo. No, but over here you've got Rome, and it's all right. Within a couple hundred years, it's like Jesus is like, will that be during your reign, O Lord? In fact, it will. And that's when he said you're coming back, right? It's like, yeah. And it's like, so spirit of peace and truth shall reign with the rod of iron. Rod of iron. What's a rod? A rod of iron. Iron. They say the medieval, the dark age. What would they be ruled by? A rod of iron. Something similar to a rod of iron. Perhaps a sword. Perhaps a sword. Well, even better than that. Something just unbreakable. A rod of iron, meaning unbreakable. But yes, you could always be ruling with a sword, but in spirit, already conquered all. So nothing physical needing to be overcome. Already overcome all by overcoming death, which is how you get your name placed atop of Rome. Okay, let's just get Jesus Christ the Lord, Roman stuff underneath that name. Still that way today. If you go over there, it's like, now they may be sneaky and doing other stuff, but it's like, so in whose name is all this going on? I'll be like, Jesus. What's his name again? Jesus Christ the Lord, the risen Lord. Yes, Jesus Christ the risen Lord. Mm-hmm. So it's like, different things are going on now. It's like right for 1,000 years. An age. Everybody everywhere in all parts of the earth enjoyed such a peace that they could build their houses of cards high and strong and well and furnish them. But like in the name of the carpenter's son, right? Like in the name of the guy who went, yeah. So I mean, to get all that at every place, like from Hawaii to Japan, everywhere on earth, chapels are found. Everything. He had to reign. Well, yeah. Peace and truth reign. Yeah, and then like the book says, and then a little while. And the thing is, a little while to God is what? 1, 2, 3,000 years? You don't know. But in order to be with a W, like in order to be a little while to God, who a day is like 1,000 years and 1,000 years is like a day. A season matters not. A man's lifetime is a man's lifetime, and in it he does what he does and he chooses what he chooses. And it seems evident that the man Jesus Christ would have had to have reigned in order to get your name placed on top of everything. It's like, so when in between him dying and now, did this man whose name wasn't anywhere before that, how did his name get atop everything? Church of the Redeemer, Church of the, like even the other churches, they don't get this right, they don't get this right. But the church is still named the Church of Jesus Christ because you want to get like, for some reason, you want to get that guy's name right up top there as if all authority and power belong to him. And that's, you know what I mean? It just, And the thing is, that would have been something that was established, because it's not as if it's a new thing. It's like you're using it because it's an established thing. It is a kingdom established for an age. People want to go, oh, it's like we're waiting for, it's like you're waiting for Jesus to come back with authority and power. Like, and what possibly might he do during that time? Perhaps he would, have his name placed above every other, everything, every rampart, and he did. It just like, so in order to increase the faith of the believing, and those who are, just seeking, and those who want to give praise to God, it's like, yes, Jesus said he was coming back to what? Reign for 1,000 years. Now, you'll go, oh, so physically coming in the clouds, this and that. It's like, well, he had become an eternal life-giving spirit, and in his body, when he was here bodily, he let us know that the kingdom is in us, that he dwells in us. But the Spirit, the Son of mankind. Yeah, that's it. Just you don't get all the churches, all the cathedrals, with like your name written on them and chiseled and whatnot, from like Japan to Alaska to Siberia to here, there. When they find it under the ground, this and that, oh, it's another cathedral, it's another church. Oh, it's like, oh, we got some stuff here with some reliefs of a man being killed here, and oh, there's a relief of a tomb and a man resurrecting, and it's certainly something that's seen all over the whole world. So just because people sometimes, a lot of times, like to say, oh, when Jesus comes back, and it's like, just to add weight to, it might be during that period of time after the carpenter's son, whom nobody knew, really, other than like the prophets and whatnot, like referred to, but you know what I mean, like whom after, around 33 years of being like AD, like by the time, like he said, I'm coming back to reign and rule. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, even with our change, this, that, other thing, we can't. You're not going to get past the fact that Rome's sitting there going, okay, so Jesus Christ is above us, and the structure will go Jesus Christ down, and you can find that around 300 AD. It's like, okay, so the church is it's Rome, and it's in the church of what? Jesus Christ, the church of the resurrection, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the church of the power of the resurrection of Jesus Christ is reigning. And like, yep, absolutely. And like, okay, I got it. So it was so the carpenter's son didn't balk. He showed up, he beat death, and said, I'm going to reign for 1,000 years. And then deception will be released to do its thing. And keeping the faith. All right. Don't want to be too long-winded, There we go. End it with the gong. Bong. All right.